pace right here. So we go Pirate Lord into, I don't think it's Carrier. I mean, I still end up getting this, but I think it's Necro. Should have seen Bluey's video. Has anyone ever untimed out Frank? Nobody yet. You could be the first person. Who knows? But yeah, a lot of this here is me coming up with my own strategies as such. This is, a lot of me is kind of just freestyling on all of this here. A little slow would go a long way with Energize, but I think it slows down your next tier 5 a little bit too much. It does. You need to try to keep the pace El Rapido. You see an unblackboarded map. What? Sorry, wanna run that by me one more time here? Are your eyes dead? I think your eyes might be dead, fella. Your eyes may need a little bit of a readjustment there. Yeah, I know how we'll play this now. I know the stratagems. Where Resort wasn't blackboarded? Trust me, Resort is blackboarded. Doing Pirate Lord first strike, Engineer, Energizer this time? No, we'll go Pirate Lord into Prince of Darkness. Oh, I missed the timing there. Bugger. Yes, Pod. Faithful old Pod. Pod will, see the problem is we're struggling with ceramic cleanup here. Our Moab damage is good. But the rest of it there is just lacking a little bit. So I figure if we go for Pod, it'll kind of it'll fill the role that we need. See, the thing is, I don't even, is this going to be faster than trying to go for snipers? Probably. Snipers are slow. Is a hard map for you to beat on Chimps? I mean, this isn't necessarily a quote-unquote hard map for me. This is just a interesting challenge for me to, like... Again, I could easily slow down and beat this all very easily right now. Graveyard, you need to wait to pop balloons. I mean, that is... Well, you need to just keep them in a certain area, right? And the area that we're going to keep them in is, like, this middle. Trust me. Play balloons. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Explore the wonderful world of balloons. I feel like the Willy Wonka of balloons right now, you know, it's like, go ahead, my children, and go out and play, explore, enjoy. There we go. That's much better. This time. Give me a little bit better. It's going to slow us down a little bit, but I think it's probably just worth it for a 32 as such. It's worth it for my sanity. What's up, Spaghetti? What's up, Spaghetti? Players, we get this up. I wish this was an Energizer run, but Energizer is kind of lacking. What is Pod? Prince of Darkness. It's the bottom 5th tier wizard. It's very, very strong. It's one of the ones that I like to rate very highly in terms of a quote-unquote tier list. Towers as such. One of the most important Chimps towers? Yeah. I mean, the most important Chimps towers are typically the ones that are the cheapest that do the most for what they are, right? Read my message. Joey, my old Twitch account got another band for talking about. Well, no wonder, Joey. What do you expect? What do do you think was gonna happen? Yonkies! Not really abbreviation, that's fair. I mean, like, no, that's the thing is, I feel like, you know, not everyone needs to know everything about this game. Like, dude, there are even some abbreviations out there that even I'm just like, wait, what the hell even is that? How do people even know half this stuff, dude? It's insane. The amount of knowledge that people have, it's the amount of knowledge that people have in terms of this game here is crazy. Like, the amount of effort that people put into learning this game, crazy. No one can know everything about this game. Okay, real talk, I'm sure even Dimmy doesn't know everything about this game because the spaghetti code exists. Like, I'm sure there are things that even the developers themselves still are like on an active basis. They're like, wow, jeepers creepers, this actually exists. Nothing. I mean, that's kind of the role that I play, is like, I know so much about this game that I in fact know nothing. Don't know everything, but I can find out anything, I suppose. And that's kind of the thing, right? It's like, there's so much inherent knowledge is that, well, I mean, there's good resources behind it as well, that even if you don't know everything about the game, you can find out about it. So I suppose that is kind of like the next best thing. The internet is a wonderful and, in fact, terrifying place. Unknowns. Maybe like that though, huh? Crowdsource encyclopedia about this game? Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of information, like even just like basic little stats. It's funny as well because this is actually a very numbers-based game, so even though you might think that, you know, just little things like, oh, you know, all these small little numbers here would make a huge difference. It actually does. Massive. What can I say? Twitch chat likes to share. Round 60 here, we get the pull, and we're good. We got Pirate Lord up and everything. Now I figure we'll end up trying to work towards trying to go for the Prince of Darkness, even though we kind of delayed it a little bit before. I figure it'll still be a worthwhile investment. Very nice. Wait, ooh, that's stealing a buff from Pirate Lord. That could be a bit of a problem. That's not supposed to happen. Whoopsie. It's a little bit cringeworthy. Yes, Pod can, however, reach on both sides of this map here, which means it is very valuable. Whoops. Well, that's awkward. Well, that's a little awkward there. Prince of Darkness is not only a great tower to just use in your game, but it also has kind of the added benefit of also being an incredible speedrun tower, because it does one thing that a lot of other towers can't do, which is leave a projectile off screen here and end up killing everything in the meantime. Very good. Can you do a thumbs up, please? Would be good for a speedrun. It spawns the ghost spoons further away that way. We don't actually want them to spawn them further away. We want them to, you want them to end up reaching the edge of the screen here more often than not. Let's see, there. Further forward you need. I mean, yeah, if I end up doing it further forward there, then there's definitely a good chance. The problem is it moves away from it here. So it'll always move in the opposite direction to the way that you want it to go. So even if in theory that was the case there, I don't think it ends up accomplishing what we want it to accomplish here, because they're always going to be moving away rather than into where I need them to be going. But good idea nonetheless. Buy the sock. Okay, Donald, you stay there the entire run? Well, it's not as if we can sell them, Landon. You can't sell during a Chimps game, and that's kind of the importance behind it here. Is it's like we're trying to do it's like a slight little optimization, right? Where it's like we're trying to find the most optimal way of, you know, having a set amount of resources there, and then just trying to go fast with that. That's the main appeal of what we're doing here. Is not necessarily about trying to play it safe, because there's really easy ways of beating Chimps with just, you know, stalling out a ton and everything. But when you play with Chimps here, with the speedrun, you can't stall out, but you've got a limited amount of resources, so you just got to be able to figure out a way to just make it work, right? Didn't know about that? Well, you know. It's funny, because when Atriox streams Bloons as well, he gets a ton of people being like, streamer, why don't you sell your dart monkeys? 003 Bo. In Chimps, you cannot make extra income as well, pro gamer. Which means that, again, you end up struggling just a little bit with stuff like that. So I need to bust this open real quick here, then we need to apply the sock there. Zuckerberg. And for Gore. Yeah, it happens. I get it. It's always interesting to me, just hearing, you know, a lot of the newer players coming in here, trying to flex their muscles on me and everything. I'm like, no string, you don't understand. Chimps is around 178,000, you believe? Yeah, something like that. Why do you have Pirate Lord? Because Pirate Lord is, funnily enough, actually, like, very decent. Very decently strong, and I feel like a lot of people kind of underrate Pirate Lord fairly often. So, kind of wanted to use it here today and see exactly how good it is. Backseat allowed tonight? No pairs. No pairs. And this is why I don't have backseat enabled allowed. This is why I never allow backseating here, because, no. It's so infuriating. Play, just watch the movie, play it? Exactly. I love it because, like, people, they always think they're being so helpful as well. They're like, no, I'm just trying to help. I was like, yeah, I get it. At least not very good enough on Chimps. Oh yeah, absolutely. Why not use Vengeful? Because, I mean, that's, first of all, that's monkey knowledge. You can't even get Vengeful. Kind of simple, though. Actually, quite elementary when you think about it, honestly. yeah, typically, again, multi-lane speedruns here are a little bit slower than the usual counterparts here. God damn. Simply because of the way that they work. But as you'll see, hopefully this will end up being about a 16-ish minute run. Purple should be very good for the late game here as well. Why no Kiwi Paragon? Actually, good question. Ninja Kiwi, where my Ninja Kiwi Paragon at, huh? 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 That's right, that's what I thought. No good answer. Didn't exactly give you time to answer there, but that's not the point. Not the point at all. Don't get vengeful, you not enough money or something? Well, two reasons. When you don't get enough money, and, well, second of all, it's actually a Ninja Paragon. It's a Jelly Monkey knowledge, so you can't even use it in a Chimps game, even if you wanted to. Alright, time to see if we're dead here or not. That's the major question on everyone's mind. Are we dead? We are not dead for the time being. For the time being, at least. Give it a bit. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Alright. Super. So that is actually world record there, for those who don't know. That's world record. So as I said before, Chimps only recently became a category for everything. New world record.